What's up, guys? It's Missy. I know I'm running a little bit late this morning for the stream, but I wanted to go ahead and get this stuff done, get my coffee first. I woke up a little bit late, so I apologize. Anyways, I wanted to thank everybody who has been supporting the channel for a long time. We finally hit 1,000 subscribers. That's awesome. And then we shot up over 1,000, so I'm at 110 now. But anyways, so if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who have been here and subscribed for a long time, I appreciate the support. Anytime that you see somebody that may need help on, let's say, Reddit or another social media site, you can always refer my videos. If you click on the video itself, there's some 3 dots or a share button. If you click that, it'll say copy link. And then you can paste the link to a social media site or a message or whatever. Okay, so this video is actually going to be about population real quick. For those of you who don't know what population is, actually is and how it works in this game. Obviously you know that it just means people, right? And a lot of it. How much people you have in your city is your population. So here's the thing. With the older games, and like many of you guys that probably watch my videos, you know how meaningless population is in this game. It is vastly overrated, okay? So let's talk about the importance it has in this SimCity game. Because the other SimCity games, it is predominantly focused on population as a form of income. But this game is way different, see? Because it has items that you make and produce to get coin. So it's actually about the items, not the people. So here's the thing with the population, okay? When you first start out in the game, population is important because you need it to unlock certain features within the game, such as the VU tower, the airport, the cargo shipping dock, factories, things like that. So when you click on your menu here, and I actually had somebody ask me about this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify for anybody else who may be confused. When you get to the point where you get all 10 factories, so you're somewhere around level 40-something, there are 2 more factories that you earn, but you do not earn them through population. You earn them through city level. Until you have hit level 61, you have not unlocked all of the features. 61 and over, you unlock nothing else. Okay, it's just simply going up in level. Level 61, the last thing that you unlock is going to be the appliance store level 3. So basically from 43 is when you stop unlocking the items within the game. Once you unlock the items that are within the game, from 43 to 61, the only thing that you're doing is you're unlocking time discounts in your shop, and you're unlocking 2 additional factories. The last and final factory, which is factory number 12, you unlock at level 58. Okay, I double checked this morning. Now, this will allow you to make 60 items at one time. So you do not need population to get those last 2 factories. However, the reason that people are under that impression, and I'll show you guys here on the capital screen, when you first go and you start buying factories, when you're buying your 3 slots, go from 3 to 5. Do not buy the 4-slot factories. They're a waste of money. So what you'll do is you need 90,000. I'll show you. So you're going to hit your factory button here. Okay. So right here it says that the requirement is 80,000. Okay. For some reason, I swore it was 90,000 on my feeder. I don't know why it says 80,000 now, but I'm pretty damn certain it said 90,000. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this one here is 150,000 population is what you need to unlock it. The only difference between these 2 is the fact that one has a pollution square and one does not, and one looks green and one does not look green. That is the only difference. They do not produce any faster. There's not more slots. You know, you can tell because you can look here and it says 5 production slots, 5 production slots. It says pollution radius. This one does not have pollution radius. So if you look at your menus, you'll be able to tell a lot about what's going on in the game if you just really, really look. Now, if you pay very close attention, when you go and you look at something like, let's say, your Omega things like this, right? You're going to go to your government tab here. And if you scroll over, you'll see how it says 1 out of 2. And then this one says 5 out of 10. And then it's telling me that I can buy the other ones, but I have to have the requirements of 64 Omega residential buildings. Not maximum upgrade. They just have to be there. So at least 1 upgrade on them. Okay. So what that's saying is before I can buy that additional one, that's the requirements that I need to meet. Now, if you go back and look at the factories, the only requirement it has is the population. So some people are under the impression that you unlock that factory based on population. Well, you unlock the factory, the ability to buy that factory, but you don't unlock the quantity of the factory until you reach a certain city level. Okay? Now, population. How can you increase it? What is its importance? Aside from these features in the game, it boosts your taxes, okay? But it does not boost your taxes very much. The way that SimCity set up taxes was by 3 calculations: city level, city happiness, city population. I am at maximum happiness, 100, okay, with the maximum level. And this is the taxes that I get for the population that I have. So right now, the only way for me to increase my taxes is to increase the people. Now, $20,000 every 24 hours is not shit. It's not, you know. I can sit here all day long, and you can go back to my videos when I had an obscene amount of population, and you'll see very little difference in the price. But what you will see is a huge increase in service demand that you're going to have to pay for, the coverage, road upgrades if you haven't set your roads up to never need upgraded, you know, which you should if you haven't already. For those of you who don't know what that means, type in "never upgrade your roads again" video by me, and you will thank me later, okay? You do not have to upgrade your roads ever again, and your happiness will be unaffected, okay? But really though, you guys, population is not super important. It's not. It's actually a downfall, because then what happens is people focus so much on population, they get stuck into this vicious cycle of having to constantly increase their sewage and their water and their power and things like that. Now, how much of your taxes do you think that you are benefiting from when every time you go up in people, you have to increase your service demand? Then if you say, well, you know what, I'm going to buy the Omega services, that's even more expensive. Now, granted, it's better as far as like the fact that it doesn't have a pollution square, the fact that you can put 1 Omega facility down and it covers 100 people. That's awesome. But it's going to cost you a pretty penny to do so, especially if you have to have multiples. Okay, they go up 10,000 neo-simoleons every time you buy them. Now, they are a great thing to buy because they're clean, they're compact, you can shove them away in a corner, and they do a lot of coverage. But like I said, they don't come at a cheap price. You have to pay for canisters and then sell the items to either exceed your bankroll or earn the money, unless you have Omega and then you're building up currency, and then in that case you would have to constantly upgrade your neobank. So you're going to be making canisters like crazy. Those are $7,000 a canister. Okay, they're not cheap. Now, here's the thing. If you're somebody who's stuck on population, you just want to have a lot of people, you just want to see how high you can get it, or maybe you're a low-level player and you're trying to figure out an easy way to boost it, right? Because you want to unlock like the features within the game, but you don't want to level up for whatever reason. Maybe you're camping or whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you guys some easy methods you can use to boost your pop, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my live stream going. Okay, so let's go to my cactus map here. It's the one that has the most amount of space. Now, in order to unlock all 5 regionals, you are going to have 10 million pop total between 4 regional maps. Now, it does not count your capital in there, so you have to have the 10 million pop within the regionals. So the best method If you're going for a maximum pop boost, I'm going to show you how it works, but the best method is to set up a grid layout. Okay, so you're going to need an even amount of coverage for each specialization category, right? So if you look, let's see here. Let's say that you take double, you're going to do double residentials. Okay, so I'll show you guys here. This is the grid layout that seems to be most effective for people. So you're going to do double residentials, one here, okay, and one here. Now, you do this all the ways up. And I got some trees in the way, but you get the idea here. So this is part of the grid. Now, in between these residentials, you're going to do... Now, everybody's different, okay? It depends on what map you're on. If you're on Frosty, if you're on Sunny, it's all going to depend. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up your grid. So you're going to get your... It's going to look a lot like this, okay? You're going to have your coverage here, double residentials, except for... Imagine this area here is going to be your boosting pop zone, okay? So you're going to scoot all of these. Like, this wouldn't be houses. This row here would be where you would boost your pop. Now, you want to eliminate all of your landmarks or landscape stuff, like bridges and trees, water. That stuff is not high pop boost, so get rid of it if you want to have maximum coverage. When it comes to parks, be very careful which parks you use, because if you can place something else there that can boost it more, then absolutely do so. If you're a really big pop fanatic, you're going to probably use the one that cost 100. Here, I'll show you. It does 100% pop boost. But it's 250 platinum keys to purchase it. Right here, this thing, the Ultimate Mayor statue. Okay, so this area here, the way that this works is each category can boost your population 100%, okay, on each house. So each residential zone has a maximum amount of population that it can have. So for Cactus, it's 2,347. That is the max amount of people that can live in that house without any pop being boosted. So if you pick up this house and you place it where there is no pop boost whatsoever of any kind, it will be at 2-4 something. There's got to be water or something near that. Let's see. There we go. 2,347. So there's nothing boosting it here. So if we went through every single category, which I'm not going to do, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so parks has none. Oh, wait. It's being boosted by landmarks. Or land. No, it's, yeah, landscape. That's why. Okay, but anyways, you get the point. That's how that works, okay? So now, as you move this around, you'll see that the numbers change. And that goes based off of the pop boost that you have near it, right? So let's say that you've placed 5 buildings around it, and then all of a sudden, one of them, like for instance, let's say you've placed this. See how it says 12, 6, 5, 8? That means that if I place that building there, it's going to boost the people 12,500 or 658. Okay, that's what that means. But hang on just a second here. If I scoot it over, it'll go up, up, up. If I go back here, it'll show me the numbers. Now, if I place enough around this, at some point it's going to cap out, right? And it's going to boost it to its maximum capacity. And so eventually, if I put another landmark building here, it's going to say 0. That means that that building is doing nothing there because it's already boosted everything that within that radius 100%. The other day, somebody had asked on the Facebook group why they couldn't
we just need 74 more cents.
Why they couldn't see the amount being boosted. They thought something was broken. That just means that you've boosted it to the maximum amount. Okay, so you need to find a way to evenly, you need to find a way to evenly proportion each category as closely as you can to the residents. Now, if you're somebody who's really focused on population, there's two things that you need to decide here. If you want to go for the maximum number, you would have to go back here and find the residential that has the highest number on it. So like this one is actually going to be your best bet, and I'm going to explain why. This is a regular residential zone. The service demand is low, okay? It's only at 1836, but when converted to an Epic project, it's actually 2,411. Now, for you Omega people, 2,550 is the Omega. So it sits just barely lower than Omega, but it has two things that Omega doesn't have. It provides you with a speed token, and it has a low service demand. This allows you to actually put more homes on your map because you're going to have less services taking up space on your map. So imagine Omega services with all Epic projects. You're going to have a much more efficient map than you would if you were going Omega, right? Now, if you're getting technical with it, if you have to put an obscene amount of services on your map, eventually it's actually going to make your pop go lower than it would if you were using, let's say, Epic projects with the ability to put more out there. So actually, Epic projects are the way to go if you want to have a high pop city with maximum population, if you're getting technical with it. Okay, so at this point, by the way, the only home that can be converted into an Epic project is a regular residential, has to be at a maximum upgrade. That goes for regional maps as well. If you want to do an Epic on a regional, you have to upgrade a regular residential home. Okay, so how do you do this? What is the best method, and which building should you purchase in each category? Well, look, we're not going to go with parks just yet because that one is a little bit more tricky. But let's go through the others. Okay, education. Some of the old Contest of Mayors education buildings are really, really great. But if you do not have access to those, then you're not obviously going to be able to use them. But I'm going to show you guys the best ones that everybody can use, that everybody has access to. So this one here it's very oddly shapen. Okay, as you can see here, it's quite large. The radius is pretty big though. But the way that it's shaped, it makes it very difficult to place it on a grid layout. Okay, so you might have to take that into consideration when drawing up your grid. Now, this one here, the Omega University is a 50% pop boost, and it's 4-pointer. So if you're somebody who likes the education Epic projects, this is a 4-pointer. So this would be excellent. However, it is platinum keys, so there's that. And it is very oddly shapen. It's not quite as large as the other one, but it does make it difficult to place. Okay, this one here, again, oddly shapen, but this one's a 3-pointer. It costs platinum keys. It's actually kind of cheap though, and it's only a 40% pop boost, so you're not going to want to use this at all. This one is a 50% pop boost, costs cash, which can be decent if you're somebody who spends money on the game. This will be easy for you to obtain, but again, it is oddly shapen. These ones are going to be your best bet. If you do have any regionals unlocked, you're going to want to go with this one here. It's the most compact. The other ones are all oddly shapen. They have that, they're 6 squares, so they're 3 wide and 2 tall, whereas this one's a 4-square building. So you're going to want to go with the Northern Lights Research Institute. At a maximum upgrade, as you can see here, it's an 80% pop boost and a 5-pointer Epic hotspot. Okay, so this is why if you're a higher level player with regionals, you need to be selling your regional items as you make them. Make them, buy them on global, and sell them for regional coins. Do your regional shipments. Get those regional coins stacked up. Buy and upgrade your hotspots. It's going to be a huge benefit to your epic projects for pointers. I mean, think about 5 pointer epics, okay? That's crazy. I mean, divide that by how many times you have to donate. It's nuts. It's just crazy. Okay, so if, for the meantime, though, if you're somebody who does not have, let's see here. If you're somebody who is a low level and you want to know which one is the best, do not go with any of these. Now, some of these you have to actually purchase in order to unlock other things. Don't put these in places where they're going to cause you not to be able to put important stuff. So, like, if you have room for it, fine, but if not, keep it in storage. But you're going to want to go with, let's see here, either the community college. This one, I can't remember what level you have to be to unlock it. Or, oh no, the requirements is the community college. Okay, yeah, so you're fine. I would go with this one here because it's gold keys. They're easy to obtain. And this one you don't unlock until you hit level 30, so you're not going to even have this one available to you. Or you can go with this one if you're a low-level player, like a level 24 or whatever. But yeah, so education is not going to be the best category to boost pop in. The top 2 categories that seem to be the most popular to be boosting pop is going to be your Mayor's Pass category and landmarks, I would think, yeah. And transportation is super easy, okay? So let's go to transportation next. This one is easy as hell, okay? No, 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 no. No, yes. Okay, so heliports all the way. They are a 50% pop boost. They are 20 gold keys, and they are 3 pointers, okay? The rest, this one here is 40% pop boost, so that's out. It is a 3-pointer, and it does cost platinum keys. So yes, it's decent, but you're better off going with the heliports, okay? The radius is nice. So what you're going to do, if you look closely, you can boost your pop quite a bit. See, that's 60,000 people just in that area, just from placing this one heliport. So if I place it here, I get 56,000, 52, 55, and so forth. Now, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to place them evenly. Okay, so place one here, and then this, you know what I mean? And so you're trying to get every category as even as you can. And the best way to do that is to do a grid layout. Now, if you go to entertainment category here, one of the best to use, now you do have things like the Ferris wheel is an excellent one. The issue with this is, again, the size and the shape of the Ferris wheel is going to make it hard to place. It is an excellent pop booster, though. It really is. It's a 3-pointer, so there's that. This is also an excellent pop boost, but if you see, that's 87,000, and this one here is 91, okay? So then you've got this here. This one is one of my favorites. It's a 40% pop boost. Hang on just a second here. It's a 40% pop boost, and it's got, yeah, it's got a decent price tag on it. You know, it's cash, so it's going to be a little extravagant. I think it's like 300 and something cash. So try to get this stuff when it's on sale, you guys. Anytime there's sale prices like Black Friday, things like that, try to get them then. Let's go back to the entertainment category here. Another popular one for this category is, there's honestly a lot, but this one here is a 60% pop boost, the football stadium. Now, it is large, but it covers a lot, okay? So the football stadium is a popular one to use. And then we've got, let's see, for you low-level players, the wedding hall is actually decent just because of the radius on it. It's not something you would buy if you were going for maximum pop boost, but if you needed to get something really quick, it's decent. It's okay. You know, it's 30%, and it's 4 squares. But this one is actually good as well. I don't think this is available for purchase all the time, though. I think that might be a limited time thing. Let's see here. This one is decent. It's 18, but it's kind of large. Where's the one that is really... This one here. The soccer stadium. It's only a 3-pointer, but I think it's much cheaper than the football stadium, if I remember right. Yeah, 38 gold keys versus 550 cash. So soccer stadium is another popular one to use. This one seems to be the best bet, though, with the 60% pop boost. It's smaller, it's way cooler looking, and it's easier to place. So Ferris wheel's pretty popular. All right, let's go to, hang on, gambling. Now, the gambling category, surprisingly enough, they really don't have a lot of options. Surprisingly, you would think that the gambling category would be a little more popular than it is, especially since people really love the real flashy casinos and things like that. It just seems like they're really lacking in this department, but whatever. Some of these you have to actually purchase that you don't want to purchase in order to unlock certain ones. So once you've done that, let's see what you got. This one here is a 50%. It's not too bad, but the best bet here is going to be this one, the luxurious casino tower. Now, the reason for it is because it's only a 2-pointer, but it's 60% and it's only 4 squares. Okay, so it's very easy to place. So you can put it right here. So think if I was to place one of these and then place one of the transportation that I had, one of those educational hotspots. I mean, I would have boosted my pop quite a lot in just that little short space there. Now, right here, this is only 50%. So this is 10% higher. Now, granted, you're not going to be going for looks when you do this. You know, you're going to be going for maximum pop. This is also really cheap. I think this one's only... I want to say 12 keys, but it might be 14 or 16. I know it's not 20. I bought a lot of these, as you can tell, when I was boosting my pop for my last regional map. I've got 41 of these now. Ugh. Okay, this one is only 50%, so this one still sits 10% higher. Cheap, excellent, but not good for epic pointers, so definitely don't use these for your epics. This one here is 65%. So you do get that extra 5%, but it's also 3 wide. Now, the radius on it is, let's see. Let's compare the radius. Yeah, it's not quite as good. But given the fact that, you know, you can fit an additional one of these for every 2 of these, I mean, it would be tough. It would be really close, I think. And then once they overlap too much, like I said, you lose coverage in a sense, because you don't have an unlimited amount of pop boosts. Like, you can only boost each residential 100%, and then that's it. Then it's just unwasted, or it's unused, wasted pop boost, basically. So if you, like, let's say I was to place this here it's 53, right? But once I place this, it's only offering 37 now, right? Because of the fact that it's already been boosted. So then if I was to do that, it's only 13. But if I get rid of some of these numbers are going to go up, because now they aren't maxed out. Okay. So, what is the best hotspot? Now, basically, what makes a hotspot good is they all have the same specs. Okay? They all get upgraded with regional currency, depending on which regional map they belong to, which you can tell by just simply clicking it. The only thing that makes one hotspot better than another is the shape. That's it. So as long as it is 4 squares, it's going to be your best bet. It's going to be the easiest to place and the most compact. So like this one here, I would say is worse than, let's say, this one, because this one's going to be much easier to place. All right. So definitely go with that luxurious casino that we talked about. Now we are to the landmarks. Now this category, you have a lot of options. Same with like the entertainment category. But one of the most popular ones, the one that I use the most, is this one. This one is, it's platinum keys. I think it's only 12 platinum keys if I remember right. But it's excellent because it's 60% and it's 3 points. But it's also 4 squares and it's got a very large, radius. So this one was one of my favorites, okay? You can do things like this one here for 70%, but it's not, see how that one's 82 and that's 56? So that extra 10%, it helps, but think about how many more I can fit for that amount of coverage. So I can place 1 Tokyo Tower here with this much space used, or I can place 4 of these with that much space used and reach 13. So I actually exceed the amount that the Tokyo Tower provides. So I would go with this one all day long. Okay, it's cheap, it's compact, easy to place. Okay. Now, let's say that you don't want to use platinum keys. Maybe you only have gold keys. So, well, let's keep going here. So this one here, the castle, again, this is an excellent one, but again, it's really oddly shapen. If you're somebody who cares about design and pop, some of these options may appeal to you because, let's face it, does everybody really just want to have a big number on their screen but a really ugly city? I've never understood that, but okay. Whatever floats your boat. It just seems like such a waste to me because it's just a number. It's meaningless. It just sits there at the top of your screen. Like, who cares? If it's not benefiting you and it doesn't even look cool, but whatever. Okay. This one here, 60%. It's 3-pointer, so it's the same as, let's say, the one I showed you, this one here. The difference, though, is this one has a much heftier price tag on it. Where'd it go? Right here. This one, I believe, is 40 gold keys. Let me double check, though. Yeah, 40 gold keys. So 40 gold keys versus, I believe it's 10 or 12 platinum keys for the other one. Now, it is an option. If it were me, I would not buy this thing. Maybe buy it if you actually like the look of it. But I would not buy it in terms of boosting pop. There's probably better options here. Let's just kind of keep going through this. Here, you've got a 60% pop boost, but very oddly shapen, so probably not the best bet. And that one's, I believe, somewhere around like 20 or 30 gold keys. Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? Give me just a second. I know there's some other options here that might appeal to you guys. Okay. So this one here is an 85% pop boost. Now this one, it does cost platinum. Okay. It's 60 platinum, but it's also a 4-pointer. So this is a very good investment, especially when it's on half price during the holidays. It's a good thing to buy. It's very tall. It is kind of oddly shapen, so it's going to be kind of a pain to place it. But this boosted my pop 102,000 just placing it down here. So, and if you move it around like this, it'll show you what it will boost, but you'll have to move a couple homes, so it'll adjust those numbers just a little bit. Okay, this one here, 80%. Let's see how much this one is. This one is 50. 50 platinum keys. So I would go with this one, absolutely. It is absolutely worth the price because it's 4 points versus 3 points, and it's only 5% higher, but that 4-pointer makes it worth it, you know? Okay. Let's put this in storage. Now, this thing, whoop, that pretty much, hang on, all these are mayor's buildings. Okay. So that pretty much concludes this section here. This one here, though. Now, this one is going to be where a lot of you guys probably have a lot of options here because you never really know what's going to come out and all that stuff. But usually the buildings towards the end of the Mayor's Pass are worth the most pop, right? So you want to look around and just check. But some of these are worth 70, 65, 50. Just go based off of the highest pop with the smallest amount of space taken up, and then evenly proportionate. So let's just, for the purpose of the video, we're going to find, that's a 70%. We're going to go and do, give me a second here. A lot of my stuff's on my capital map right now. So we're going to go with that 70% one up there. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of things here. So right now I'm at 548,150. See the coverage on this? It's just insane, the amount of coverage. So I'm actually going to move these houses just for a second so that it hits more houses. So that one's 83. It's going up that way and that way. So, I mean, look at the coverage zone on this. It's just incredible. I think I'm actually going to try to scoot it to get as much as I can. 95. 102. 105. Hang on. 109. So, yeah, I could do it. Boost it 113 if I placed it right here. So let's go with that. 95. Okay. So if you look here at the lines, some of the blue lines are shorter than others because they have Mayor's Pass stuff boosting them. Now, let's see here. We've got, what else do we got? Is that 50? It was a 50%. That's not bad for a tiny building there. So there's one of the entertainment buildings here. It's like a mummy thing. Wait, where'd it go? This thing here. It's an 80% pop boost. It's going to bring me up to 126. Like that. Actually, let me move a couple of things here. So, see how it made this little area where I've only got 2 spaces. If you can't find anything or any way to fix that, you know, but to utilize your space, maybe turn them this way. See how the difference it makes. Now, some buildings only allow you to turn them a specific direction. That one's not going to allow me to turn it. So let's just say for the purpose of the video, I'm unable to find something to make this work and I'm stuck with this small space. What you would want to do, if you had roads on each side, you would want to place 2 of the pink not plumb bob, 2 of the pink, these things, trees. Now, if you put one here, right, and one here, that's the 6,000 whatever. But if you're unable to do it because there's not road, then you would want to go with a park that is actually 2 digits. So like this is a 30%. So that would look like one that would go there, or what else do you got here? That's 40%, but who the hell wants to pay 800 cash? That's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, I would probably go with that one. 2020, let's see. Yeah, that's the one I'd probably go with, is putting it right there like that. If you have nothing else, okay? So parks are going to be if you're a low-level player, parks are going to be one of your go-to. So let's talk about that for just a minute. So some of these here, you want to, again, look at size and cost and all that. So the parks category, you don't see a lot of high amount of pop boost. Most of it is between 5 and 35%. Most of them, okay? These ones here are going to be some of your best bet. This one is one of the most popular ones early on, is the 25% one here. I usually try to go with one of these, okay, because they're more cost efficient. But if you're going for the ones here, do not buy the first one. This one is a ripoff. First off, it's only 5%. Second off, this one is double the pop boost, and it's only 1,000 coins more. Why would you pay for this one? You might as well go with the Modern Art Park. If you have to pick between these two, go with the Modern Art Park. Now, this one here is also a decent one in terms of looks, but I mean, it is expensive. I think it's 140 cash. Try to get those when they're on sale. This one is a 25% pop boost if somebody does have it. You would have got it around the Halloween time, but if not, then it's not here all the time. So yeah, this one here has to be placed sideways like so. So just look at the radius that it covers and the cost, and do the best that you can to spread stuff evenly. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get this video posted. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, comment in the comment section, and promote my videos, tell people about it on Reddit or wherever the hell you are. Scream it from a mountaintop, if you will. All right, I'm going to go and get the live stream going.